So, I'm making this video because I was a little bit too crazy the first time and give my live reaction. And as always, when I give my live reaction, sometimes to go based on emotion. And yeah, so let's talk about this. The Bengals hire Scott Peters and Mike McCarthy. Not Mike McCarthy you're thinking about. No, we're not talking about the guy who coached for the Cowboys and the Packers. We're talking about a complete different guy. All right, so we got Mike McCarthy. He's now our assistant offensive line coach. And then we also got Scott Peters. Now, Scott Peters, he was the Patriots offensive line coach last year, where they ranked 32nd and had the worst line in the league. Based on what I've seen in the comment section, based on what I've seen elsewhere, I will give him credit that he did work with pretty much nothing. And it was a really bad Patriots squad. Like, it just was not a good collection of players, which definitely did not help out him in any way. He wasn't getting any benefit with anything there. I will say, though, with him coming to Cincinnati, he's not going to get any help from the front office either. So it's not like the front office is going to give him anything to work with. So he's going to have to make gold out of absolute dog crap sometimes. And I don't know if he's going to be able to be that successful at it because, again, New England also kind of put him in that same place. But I'm going to hold out hope that he's going to be good. I'm going to hold out hope that this could be a better signing in the end. And hopefully it works out in the end. Low track record on him. He was the Cleveland offensive line coach, or assistant offensive line coach, from 2021 to 2023. He did work under Bill Callahan, which is the father of Brian. Bill is one of the best offensive line coaches out there. He is now with Tennessee. He went from Cleveland to Tennessee. He is one of the best out there. And this guy worked as his assistant. So that is definitely a decent, good resume when it comes to, you know, he knows what the hell he's doing, which, again, we haven't always had that when it comes to coaches for us. In 2023, there was key injuries to the Browns offensive line. They did end up ranking, I believe, 26, but again, there was a lot of injuries that happened. 2022 and 2021, working with Bill, he was a top 10, top 5 offensive line units. So again, little, crazy starting off right away. It's one of those situations where I feel like it's not that I want someone famous, okay? It's not when I want the most famous, the highest, the biggest name out there. Because obviously how you get a lot of these offensive line coaches or any coaches become really good is that someone takes a shot on them, someone takes a chance with them, and they become very, very successful. The problem is, right, we can't mess up. We can't take an L. We can't, mess this up. We have to get this right. There is no if, and, buts, or whatever. It is, we have to get this right. And that's what really scares me is and why I guess I'm a little bit, extra when it comes to this, is because I don't want them to mess this up. And the front office is not going to give whoever they hire anything to work with. They're going to, again, like I said, they're going to have to work with crap out of gold. And that's not a great thing to kind of go with, right? So that's why it's almost to a point where you have to overhire for that said reason. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm going to hold out hope that Scott Peters ends up being a really good coach for us. I'm wishing him all the luck and all the best pretty much that I can. Mike McCarthy, on the other hand, he's just the assistant offensive line coach. There isn't really much about him when it comes to his track record. But hey, I mean, he's 39 years old. He also spent last season with the New England Patriots coaching staff. Served as the offensive line assistant last year. He coached in the collegiate ranks for a previous 6 years, spending 2018 season as the offensive line assistant at Rutgers University before coaching the offensive line at the Browns University from 19 to 23. So he has that, a little bit of a record too. Definitely one of those situations where we get Scott Peters and then bam, this other guy comes with him, which is, again, not the Mike McCarthy you're thinking about, not the Packers/Cowboys guy. Yeah. again, I'm gonna hold out hope. He got a great, highly recommended by Jim McNally, so hopefully this just ends up turning out well. He's going to have a lot on his hands, though, because, again, we're probably going to cut Kappa. Cordell Volson is almost a lost cause, but maybe he can fix Cordell Volson. Cody Ford, Orlando Brown with his injury concerns, Amarius Mims, Trent Brown, obviously probably going to leave. We got Matt Lee, who maybe potentially he could develop into something. We got Teddy K. Yeah, he's going to have to work with a lot. And we don't have much, cap after we sign Chase and T. So, God bless this man, because he is taking on a very taunting task. And I think that's one of those situations where, again, like I said, it's not that I want someone famous, but I do want someone who, is going to be very successful, like, already, and can really turn crap into gold. Because he's working with crap, and the front office is not going to save him in any way. But see you guys in the next one. Peace out.